What's up, guys? Invaded1 here again, and I'm back this time with an N7 Spec Ops mission. Now, there's something very special about this one, and let me explain this a little bit. You guys saw the really awesome intro in the beginning. That was done by Hudson N7. He is the founder and creator of the N7 Spec Ops group. Now, you guys have heard me talk about this group before in the past a little bit, but the reason why I'm showcasing this mission and doing this with these guys is because this is actually the last N7 Spec Ops group mission that will be done. This is the last weekend mission done by the group. So let me explain that a little bit. So the group has been actually a really fun and great group created by N7 N7 Spec Ops leader Hudson N7, and he created it some time ago, and he didn't want to create it as a clan. He created it as a community group, and by doing so, it allows diverse, different kinds of players and gamers to come and play. So you will have platinum players together with gold players, with silver players, and you will play different difficulties, and you get to meet different players from different walks of life as well. And that's been the one draw for me for the group, because due to the fact that it's not a clan, it's a community group. It allows for people. Yeah, you can be competitive if you want, but in reality, everybody's just playing to have fun. We do these weekend missions and operations, and it's just really everybody just getting together to just do one goal and do these weekend operations. And as you saw the intro, that's the way it's been all this time. Hudson has always created these kind of promotional videos where kind of explains what the operation is for that weekend. And if you guys remember some time back, this kind of idea came from it didn't stem from Bioware per se. Bioware did their own weekend operations, but even for the longest, the N7 Spec Ops group has been doing weekend operations. And if you noticed, my channel, I had actually started this channel for two reasons. One was to support the N7 Spec Ops group. If you notice, my channel, instead of being called the Invaded1, it's called N7 Spec Ops. So I had started off to help out the N7 Spec Ops group and kind of show people how to deal with platinum difficulty and kind of provide some tips and tricks to the group. But I never realized that the channel would grow to the way it has now. And I appreciate you guys for being so supportive. I guess at some point in time, since I was the only one providing guides for platinum at the time, and builds and kind of platinum builds and platinum tactics and tutorials and all that kind of stuff, a lot of people jumped on the channel and kind of pushed me or inspired me to do a lot more, to get involved with the channel a lot more, to do challenges, to do solos, to do duos, to do trios, to do all these kind of team challenges, videos, and all these really cool things. And it's been a fun ride. Now, with the N7 Spec Ops group, this is the last mission, the last weekend operation, and it ends at the end of Sunday night. So in other words, it is happening right now, Friday, okay, and I will definitely point this out, Friday, July 19th, and it stops on the 21st of Sunday at the 12 midnight, I would assume Pacific or Eastern time, one of the two. But the thing is, the reason I'm mentioning that is because maybe you have not been a part of the group at all, and maybe you were thinking, Invader, that'd be really cool. I would like to at least do one mission and say that I played with the N7 Spec Ops group once. And you can just go to the Facebook page, kind of sign up there, just at least for this weekend operation, and get involved. And I'm sure Hudson and a whole bunch of the other squad leaders would get you filled in. Now, the Facebook page is on the link in the description, and this group has gotten quite a bit of attention for some time. If you look at the Facebook page, it has a little over 800 likes, so it's a really cool group, and a lot of people have gotten involved throughout the months and throughout the last year. Some people have come and gone, and it has always been one of those groups that people are just really cool with each other. Everybody that has been involved has been really fun to game with, and it is what it is. That's the reason why I have been involved with the group and not have to deal We'll deal mostly with a community kind of situation and have a lot of fun. The thing is about this group that I've always found interesting is not just the community feel, community aspect. I've actually made some friends through this group and even the community in real life. That's been the really cool draw to this group. I mean, that just comes to show or say a lot about the kind of people you meet. And the other thing about the group is the amount of time and attention and detail that Hudson, the creator, has put into the group. And now the group is still going to have some weekend operations, but they're not going to be this way. They're not going to have the weekend promo videos and stuff like that. There will be a few squad leaders who will continue doing some operations with N7 Spec Ops people, but the group per se there is going to be a new Facebook page that is going to be created, and there are going to be other games that are going to be involved in that. And I'm not managing any of that. I'm just I'm supporting the group. But the thing is that I'm busy myself, so but I support the group as much as I can. And even in the beginning, I was a lot more involved in the weekend operations. In the beginning, I was a squad leader. I will help out a lot of groups get through the platinum missions and the gold mission, and and that was a lot of fun, and I had a lot of fun with that. And throughout the time, as the channel progressed and got bigger, it was a little bit more difficult for me to actually continue being a squad leader. So I had to stop being a squad leader, and a lot all the all the people were involved in helping out as well. Now the thing is that in regards to the group, some of the cool things that they have done, I mean, you don't win anything for completing these weekend operations, but you do get recognized on the Facebook page. To become a Spectre, you have to do a few solos, and Hudson actually goes with you, and to supervise his solos. Like he would run into the enemy spawn and just observe you. You will do an entire solo just like that. Him just observing, and you have to do a few to become a Spectre, and then to become an elite Spectre, you have to get quite a few weekend operations done. I don't remember how many operations you had to do. I just remember I had to do quite a bit to become, to get my nameplate or. A digital, I guess a digital trophy, stating that I completed those operations. So I am there, and I guess the Hall of Legends, Hall of Fame for N7 Spec Ops, and there are a whole bunch of other good, excellent gamers there as well. So congratulations to Hudson. You've done such a great job. And if you guys didn't notice, I did do a duo with him, a platinum duo. That for the ME3 Gamer series, and give him a big shout out there as well. Now, for this operation, this operation is really cool. And the thing is that for these operations, this is one specifically that you have to kind of count. So you notice none of us are using missiles except to maybe to the end. We actually use one missile just to get the last little kill or something. But we're actually counting. The whole thing about this mission is that we have the entire community. This is what's cool about these kind of missions, that the entire community gets involved. Together with the entire community, you have to kill a certain amount of Ravagers, a certain amount of Banshees, and a certain amount of Brutes. So my job in this part, in this game, was to count every Brute kill. So as we would go along, somebody would call brute kill, and I'm counting them. That was my job. Somebody was counting banshee kills, so somebody else did that, and then somebody else was counting ravager kills. So we're being as precise as we can with all these kills and making sure that we're counting them. So this is why we're playing this on gold. Normally I play these missions on platinum with the group. And help the group get through the platinum mission. But the thing is that if you want to get the most amount of brute kills, the most amount of ravager kills for this mission, you're going to want to play on gold, because it's been pretty consistent. We're playing it. It has to be in London, and you can play whatever kit you want. But when we've done it on gold, we're always coming down to maybe about 58, 59 brute kills towards the end. 29 to 30 Banshee kills and Ravagers. I don't remember exactly how many Ravager kills, but I think it's in the 30s. So it's quite a bit. It's better to actually do this challenge on gold because you'll be able to help out the group, you know. So if for some reason you decide after seeing this video, say, you know, I'm Vader, I'm gonna just join the group just for this weekend. I'm gonna go help, you know, get this last weekend operation done. You know, at least you know, I definitely recommend it to do it on gold, so like that you guys can count the amount of enemies, the brute kills, and you know all these kind of kills, and then you get the most out of it. If you do it on platinum, you know you're gonna get phantoms, you're gonna get primes, and they're gonna take up the wave budget. So that's why it's just not as effective to do it on platinum for this operation. You're better off doing it on gold, where you're going to get more brutes, more banshees, and more ravagers. So that's that. Now, I want to talk about something else. This is the human infiltrator, and I love this guy. I think he's really great. You guys know by now I have done quite a few things with the base characters, and I love these base characters. The Nova Guard, the human Vanguard is absolutely awesome. I have a lot of gameplay with him. Even from since the channel started, he's just a great character. The Human Engineer, I even did a gold solo with him. It was a very popular one because at the time that I did it, the drone had a lot more effect on the enemies, so we call it the Hypno Drone. That solo, and you will see how like the drone would just hypnotize banshees and brutes and everything. It was amazing. It was just the drone still works for some enemies, but some enemies they just ignore it. And then you also have the Human Sentinel. You guys have seen some recent gameplay that I've done with him, and you also have the Human Soldier, which he's such a beast of a character. And again, I've done quite a bit of gameplay with him, different builds, and for you guys. And the Human Adept, who I actually did a platinum solo with him. I don't know if I'm the only one so far, but I was the only one to have recorded a Human Adept platinum solo, and it's on the channel. You guys can check it out. Now, the base human characters are absolutely awesome. The character like the Human Infiltrator, he's got great passives, so weapon damage bonuses. He's also got Tactical Cloak. If you spec it out all the way to rank 6, you get the Sniper damage bonus, in addition. And by the way, the build is at the end, so it's not like you're missing out on the build. The build is definitely there, so you can still get that. I'm not just showing a weekend operation. You also get to see the build. And the great thing about this guy, he does have other things like, for example, Cryoblast. And I love Cryoblast because it works as a debuff power, and it's really good against armor targets because you get a huge debuff damage bonus when you prime a target. Not prime a target, when you affect a target with Cryoblast, especially Banshees. And you notice the difference is, like, for example, when I shoot a Ravager without doing Cryoblast first, like, there'll be like a bar left or something. But if I Tac Cloak, Cryoblast, and then shoot, I mean, it's like pretty much one shot killing Ravagers or one shot killing Brutes. Well, not one shot killing Brutes, but at least maybe two shot on a Brute. And that's a great thing. Same thing with Banshees. I can drop Banshees more by using the Cryoblast debuff, and it's really good. And it's great for smaller mooks, because it freezes them. You could freeze cannibals and unshielded marauders and collector troopers, Geth troopers as well. Anybody who's unshielded, you could, unless they're a boss enemy, an armor target, you can actually slow them down for the armor targets, and you could freeze the mooks. So that's a great thing. The other thing that this guy has are the sticky grenades. Now the sticky grenades, they're actually really good in the sense of damage, but the thing is that I just don't believe that they were designed right by the developers, because you kind of have to zoom in to get the maximum damage bonus from those grenades, and the radius is kind of weak, and also it's a sticky grenade. You have to be very accurate if you're putting it on the enemy. If not, even when you're dropping it on the ground for one of the enemies to kind of walk over it, it's not always it's a little glitchy. So the grenades, I rarely ever use them, even though they're one of the most powerful grenades in the game. So that's one thing about it that I don't like about this character's grenades, even though his grenades are really one of the best in the game, but I just rarely use them. I may do a video just talking about those grenades, just to kind of show how to play with them, because they're kind of funky. They really are kind of funky, and I rarely ever use them. But if you're very interested in a build like that, it's actually a very powerful grenade. Now, on another note, I noticed that there were a few things, some comments over the last this week and the past week. There's some characters that I thought I had some gameplay on, and some that I actually do have some gameplay, but the video title may not suggest that. For example, the Asari Justicar, I have gameplay with her, and that those builds are still good. But I don't have specific gameplay just on that character, and that's unfortunate because I thought I did. So what I'm going to be doing is I am going to do. I actually have 3 different builds for the Asari Justicar, and I'm going to see if I could do a build video specifically on her, and kind of show you guys the gameplay and how to use her in different ways. And she's very powerful. The other thing is the Krogar, the Krogan Vanguard. I thought for the longest that I had gameplay on the guy, but I didn't, and I remembered why. When I had first started doing these videos for Platinum, there were quite a few videos on the Krogan Vanguard, so I was like, well, let me do the other characters that other people have, don't see all the time first, and then get back to him later. And I'm so sorry that I've never shown him. And a lot of people know the different kinds of builds with him. But I want to show the 3 different builds that I usually have about maybe, I would say maybe about 5 different builds for each character. But for the Krogar, I feel comfortable showing you guys 2 different builds. One is the traditional tank build that he could just stand in front of primes and everything, and he just destroys everything. And that's a good build for solos as well. And a lot of people do that. They'll use the Krogar Rieger combo on solos, and that's a good build as well. The other one is a barrier destruction build where you can use your barriers to destroy everything and stagger everything. So it's that's also another fun build that you can use in many different difficulties. So I'll be working on that as well, and a few of the niche bits. I'm still working on some of the challenge banner videos, and at the same time I do have a lot of solo requests. So now the reason why you guys are seeing quite a bit of platinum solos and gold solos is because towards the beginning I had promised you guys that I would do a lot of the team stuff. So I always, I prefer team gameplay. I prefer playing with people and having team stuff. But a lot of you guys have posed a lot of solo challenges throughout this time frame. So I've done a few solos along the way to kind of show, hey, yeah, I can do these. But now I want to take advantage and kind of continue doing them and complete all the challenges that I accepted quite some time ago. So, and I had mentioned this a long time that I would do these, that I would go right ahead and do these and get these solo challenges done, get some of the banner challenges done, and so you guys will see quite a bit of that. Like for example, even on London, I want to show 2 solos on London, a gold one, and a platinum one. And also, I am still doing gold solos, but the thing is that with gold solos, I'm not doing just regular gold solos, guys, because this is not pride talking here. This is just being honest. I can do gold solos easily with any character now, but the thing is that pretty much, that's something that you guys probably won't even want to watch, so what I'm doing is, since gold solos have been done before, and also platinum solos as well. Every character in this game has been soloed on platinum already. But the thing is that I figured if I'm going to do a gold solo as a challenge, well, I'm going to do it flawlessly. And what does that mean? That means that it's not just a 10-wave survive solo. That just doesn't mean that I just don't die, because that can be done as well. The hardest thing to do, for example, even on London, is to get a flawless solo on gold. What that means, that doesn't mean that you don't die. That also means that you don't use any ops packs, you don't use any missiles, you don't use any thermal clips. So that's a flawless solo. That means that you did not use anything in your arsenal at all. You just fought the good fight, and that is it's a real difficult challenge. It's actually it may be easier with some characters, but certain characters it's very difficult, and depending on the map as well. If you're playing on a map like London, so open, and you're trying to do a flawless gold solo, I assure you, it's not easy. I actually already started attempting it, and it's definitely a little bit of a challenge. So that's that. Another thing I want to say, guys, and I got a comment about YouTube. So I want you guys to know that I became a YouTube partner about 2 months ago, and I don't, I finally, and I can't reveal or disclose anything that I make on this, and I started doing this all for free, and the only reason I decided to go ahead and become partners because of you guys. I got a lot of messages saying, "Hey, Invader, you might as well become a YouTube partner. Get paid for doing this. I mean, you're doing this for free forever." So I didn't really care. That's why I took so long. I could have had a lot more hits on being a partner and all that, but I didn't really care. I do this for fun. I do this, just to do the builds, and I enjoy the Mass Effect 3 universe. So I did do that, but guys, I just want you to know, I got a comment before about the YouTube money. I finally got a check for YouTube, and I got to tell you, it was very nice to have some lunch money. In other words, what I'm trying to say is that there really isn't money in this. And I am an executive, by the way, guys. I have my own business. I do run a company, and I do quite well for myself. So in reality, don't never assume that I'm doing this for any kind of YouTube money, because I don't have enough subscribers or enough hits to really make anything out of it. And the reason why I decided to go ahead and do it was only because I figured, well, a lot of you guys send me messages that because I know you guys care about me. You guys have been really awesome with me, and I've even followed some of your advice in the past. And what I figured is, they might as well, if I get something out of it, even as 30-40 bucks or whatever, I'll take that and put it into games that you guys want to see and that you guys want me to review and see some gameplay. So that's what I'm doing with that, guys. And so far it's that's where it's at. So just wanted to reveal that to you guys, so you guys understand where I'm coming from. The other thing is, here is the build. I'm posting it here, and also back to Hudson. Hudson, you're a great guy, man. Truly wish you the best, and anything in your future endeavors. And this is the Human Infiltrator for the final N7 Spec Ops mission. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. I truly enjoy all your comments and everything you guys send me. So that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next. Invader 1 out.